Hey, a lot of weekend golfers would kill for a lesson from Hank Haney. He's one of the premier instructors in the game, and for years, coached Tiger Woods and Marco Mira. He weighs in on everything happening in the golf world on the Hank Haney podcast. He'll be in Rosemont this weekend as the weekend headliner at the Chicago Golf Show, and he's with us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, headliner. That's a pretty heavy-duty title. I headline comedy shows. I know what I do up there. What are you doing for this thing?
You're the Barry Manilow of golf.
Exactly. I'll probably give them a few tips on how to get better, because everybody's always focused on how they can get better. I spent a lot of years coaching PGA Tour pros, but everybody wants to know about their personal game.
What do you tell to a Tiger Woods, like, you could really work on this?
Well, I mean, you don't get to that level without an incredible work ethic. I think that's first and foremost, and it was pretty much what I would expect out of somebody that great. He would spend all day, pretty much every day, and I was right there with him. So it was quite a journey, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. What are the challenges? I mean, you go from as a PGA Tour, teacher, working with these guys who are at the top of their game, and then working with a bunch of nudniks like me and Larry that you got to teach how to swing a golf club to begin with. I got to imagine there's a certain amount of reward in each of those. How do they differ, and how satisfying is it teaching, schmoes like us?
First off, anybody who loves golf is a favorite student of mine. I just like people with good attitudes and that want to learn, and I really don't care how good they are. I mean, I've taught the best, and I've taught the worst, so it doesn't matter to me. But the biggest thing with coaching, greatness, to be honest with you, is you usually have to figure out a way to make it their idea. And when most of my students come to me nowadays, they're all ears and they're listening, and it's a little different experience. But both of them are great. I mean, it's part of being a coach.
Hank, let me ask you, I found that athletic ability doesn't really transfer to golf. There's something very counterintuitive about golf, that you have to not swing as hard for it to do what you want to do, which took me like 30 years to learn. What's another tip to someone learning how to golf that we all make the mistake of? What can we fix easily?
Not taking lessons is the biggest mistake, because it's just such a hard game, and you're not going to figure it out on your own. But I mean, that's one of the things that people always talk about. They talk about, don't swing so hard, don't try to kill it. I mean, it's all advice that you hear from amateurs, but you never hear it from a pro. Distance is the most important part in golf, so I'm always encouraging people to swing faster, not harder, but faster. Most people swing like too hard; they get their body into it too much instead of swinging the club with their hands and arms. So, the golf swing is quite simple. It's 2 turns and a swish. You turn back, you turn through, and in between those 2 turns, you make a swish. So if something's not working, you either got a problem with your turn or you got a broken swisher.
I've been telling Larry he's got a broken switcher for a long time. His wife's telling him the same thing.
Yeah.
How good, can you tell, for the novices out there, how good is Scotty Scheffler? Might he repeat at the Masters this year?
You know what? He's a phenomenal player. He's probably even a better person. And he's got as good a chance as anyone to win the Masters. There's no doubt about it. His club face control through the golf ball is like second to none. He doesn't have the most picturesque swing sometimes, although it's much better than maybe people think. And when he gets into the impact, he controls the club face so well. And the biggest change this year is he's changed his putting. And last year he was average to below average putter, believe it or not, and still dominated the PGA Tour. And this year his putting is much improved. So I would definitely make him the favorite at Augusta this year.
You opening a place up north, Hank?
I am. I'm in Deerfield right now. This is my new place, and it's a Hank Haney Golf Studio, and it's getting ready to open. My life has come full circle. I grew up here, and I have an 11-year-old son that plays hockey, and that's what brought us back to this area. And I thought, you know what, I need a little something to do. And there's so many passionate golfers here. I think this is the best golf area in the country. And I'm opening up a golf studio with 4 golf simulators and putting area, and going to do a little teaching here and help all the great golfers in Chicago.
Great. All right. Well, you can catch Hank at the Chicago Golf Show Saturday and Sunday at the Stevens Center in Rosemont. Great to talk to you, Hank. Well, I'll come on by for a lesson.
Okay, thanks for having me on.